What's good everyone, it's Steve from Sneaker Tech Talk, back with another video today. And for today's video, we're going to take a quick look at the recently released Air Max 97 in the Silver Bullet colorway. This is very reminiscent of the Air Jordan 12 box from back in the day, and the size label reads Nike Air Max 97 OG in the metallic silver University red, and I did pick these up in a US size 11. So just before diving into the shoes, I did pick these up over at Les 17 over here in Calgary, Alberta. It is a local sneaker shop. They pretty much get all of the releases for Air Maxes and a bunch of Air Jordans and just streetwear stuff in general. So if you haven't checked these guys out, jump online, check out their website. They often have great sales as well. So I did pick these up over at Les 17 online. So just some quick info about the Air Max 97 in the Silver Bullet colorway. This shoe was designed by Christian Tresser. He did design this shoe and it did release back in 1997, 25 years ago this year. So this is the 25th year anniversary that just released here in November of 2022. But the original retail for this shoe back in 1997 was $150, which was about a $10 price jump from the previous year's releases. So this did see a price jump, but for good reason. We'll go over that in a second. The recent release date here was, I believe it was November 11th, and they did retail for $180 or $185 USD, $240 over here in Canada. So for an Air Max model, it is pretty expensive, but I did miss out last time with the 2017 pair. Those were basically pretty much impossible to get when they released. I think a lot less pairs came out back then, but I was able to get these as soon as they released online, so definitely happy about that. As far as the inspiration of the shoe, a ton of people claim or say that the inspiration was the Japanese bullet train, but if you read some of Christian's interviews talking about this shoe, the overall colorway of the shoe was actually inspired by mountain bikes, because a bunch of mountain bikes back in the 90s were made out of aluminum and kind of had this aluminum looking finish. So originally that was his kind of design as far as the colorway. And then with the ripples in the upper with these stitch marks, that was actually kind of taken from the ripples in a pond. When you throw a rock in and it kind of has that ripple effect, that's where he had this design cue from. But over time, they definitely kind of adopted the name the Silver Bullet because of the Japanese Silver Bullet train. Again, I have really no issue with that. It's a pretty cool nickname, but just wanted to touch base on some of the original design cues of the Air Max 97. So as far as the tech breakdown in the Air Max 97, I believe this is a polyurethane midsole. It is very firm, it's not soft at all, and it kind of comes in a polished finish. And this was actually Nike's first full-length air sole unit here. It wraps almost 360 degrees around the shoe, as you can see here on the lateral side, and then on the back. And then it does have some pillars here for some extra support for that airbag, and then here on the medial side as well. But I believe this is why we saw that $10 price jump from $140 to $150 back in 97, from 96 to 97 with the Air Max model, because it was the first time they were implementing this bag. And as far as I'm concerned, it probably costed a bit more money as far as the design, but nonetheless, it's definitely a cool looking shoe. And let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this colorway. Do you guys like the Silver Bullet colorway? Or are you just not a fan of this all silver upper with the white, black, and red hits? Moving your way up from the air sole unit and the midsole, you do have this synthetic material, almost like a synthetic leather here, and it is silver as well. And then you do have a white panel in front of that, and then some mesh and some more silver 3M piping that runs along the upper as well. So when these hit light in certain ways, you will see that 3M kind of jump out at you. It's definitely a really clean and really cool looking shoe, definitely futuristic for a shoe back in 1997 in my opinion. And then on the back heel tab, you have Air Max in silver, black, and red. And then over on the thick padded tongue, you do have this red swoosh, and it's a very padded mesh tongue. So let me know what you guys think of the overall design cue of the Air Max 97. One thing that I will say about this shoe is it does fit very narrow. If you're a wide fitter, you're gonna have to go up half a size for sure in this. I went true to size what I usually go with my Air Maxes, which is a size 11. I do wear size 10.5 in my basketball shoes for a snugger fit. I did go with an 11, and my toe is almost touching the end, but it's more of the width that's an issue. So I have had 97s in the past, so I do know that they break in over time, but I just wanted to touch on the sizing. Again, go true to size if you like a snug fit. If you're a wide fitter, go up half a size to a full size, and this shoe should have you covered. And then just a quick 360 look of the shoe close up. Again, you have that synthetic leather with the 3M piping on the upper. You have a red swoosh here, and then kind of like this caged area here as well. Definitely some of those 90s materials. Air Max on the back of the shoe. You have a swoosh towards the heel. On the medial side, it's more of the same with that red swoosh and the piping, the 3M piping. And then working your way to the bottom of the shoe, you do have some aggressive tread in the forefoot. Obviously, this was a running shoe back in 1997, so you have some aggressive traction there. And then you have this little swoosh here on this little air bubble at the bottom of the shoe. So overall, a pretty clean design. This is actually my first time buying the silver bullet colorway. I've had some blackouts and some white and red pairs throughout the years. As far as the release of this shoe, this did release in 2007 for the 10-year anniversary, and then again in 2017 for the 20-year, and then we see it again here in 2022 for the 25-year anniversary of the Air Max 97 in the silver bullet colorway. Again, the Air Max 97 in the silver bullet colorway is definitely a clean looking shoe. And then just a quick look at the right shoe as well. Something else I want to note about Air Maxes in general, but especially with the Air Max 97, is they're very popular over in Europe. This shoe gained a ton of hype over in Italy back in 97. You would see this on a ton of people's feet back in the day, and it's very well documented that Air Maxes in general over in Europe are just such a popular shoe. A ton of people wear trainers over in Europe, more so than basketball shoes like the United States and in Canada. But again, let me know what you guys think of the Air Max 97 in the silver bullet. For me, it is my favorite colorways. There is a few other colorways that I will be doing videos on shortly that I really love as well. But just as far as this OG look, you really cannot go wrong. And then I really just wanted to touch on how comfortable these are. I know in recent years, 97s have not been comfortable. I think my first pair was in 06 or 07, and they were a lot comfier back then. I felt like the midsole was a lot softer, which kind of let that air unit do its job. But in 2017, they were like bricks on feet. I did pick up a blackout pair in 2017, and they were just not comfortable at all. I have tried these on very briefly, and they seem a little bit more comfortable than that, but I think time will tell as far as if they get comfier over time once they're broken in. But if you guys have had these on feet yet, let me know down in the comments how comfortable you think the Air Max 97s are. So that's going to do it for today's video on the Air Max 97 in the silver bullet colorway. Let me know down in the comments if you guys picked these up, if they sold out in your area, or if they're still available online. I know they sold out pretty quick over here in Canada. These were on Less 17. A couple minutes before they released, I was kind of contemplating if I even wanted them, and then I decided to go through with the release and grab them. And then when I refreshed the page after I picked these up, they were gone, they were sold out. So these did move pretty quick again, in my opinion. But as always, if you guys could like, comment, and subscribe, it does help the channel a ton. I'm definitely growing and seeing more subscribers and comments, but if you guys could subscribe, it would definitely help the channel a ton. And stick around for the on foot portion at the end of the video. And as always, check out my Instagram over at 23mj88, as it is an extension of my YouTube channel with all my pickups, basketball footage, and just nostalgic content as a whole. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.
I'm in line with the stars, I'm in sync with the earth. 10 toes deep, flower child from the turf. I never switch sides, like even when I die,